Testing. Make sure everything is tickety-boo. Make sure everyone's alright. Okay, so. Alright, let me know when you can hear me. When everything's going, so. Okay. Wow, we got like 573 people watching. That is fantastic. And just welcome everyone. Right, excellent, cool, great. So, welcome everyone to well, I would definitely say well, to be, if you guys saw the review, then this is a close analysis of Dodge, the movie. Now available on places like Space Netflix and, of course, GodTube. Anyway, so the idea of this discussion is about Super 88. If you have seen Dragon Ball Super Episode 88, this is the debrief. So the primary focus of today's video, or stream, is to talk about the episode. And hopefully, you'd have seen my review on the matter. That's what we're going to talk about tonight, mostly. But that doesn't mean we have to talk about Super entirely. We can talk about other things about Dragon Ball, so if you've got, like, questions or something like that. Yeah, okay, I think we're okay. Triptaka's Enlightenment says, Dokkan Battle should make an LR Masako card. Oh, no. Everyone knows I'm double LR for a start. It's just go lure. I'm a lure card. So even louder? Alright. Hopefully. This should be alright. Okay. So, we shall begin with just the basic questions. So, if you guys have a question about today's episode, then feel free to leave it in here. And if you want to make sure that I definitely answer it, or any other Dragon Ball questions that you have in mind, or questions in general, then you can leave a tip at bit.ly/PartyPatrol down there. Or, you can leave a super chat. And I will be guaranteed to answer it, because there's a lot of people in this chat. So, if you want to have your question guaranteed to be answered, then you can do that. Or super chat, the dollar thing down at the bottom. So that's how things will roll. But I just want to kind of get like an idea about... I really like this episode so far. And I'm still really quiet, apparently. Now it's super loud. Okay, now it's better. Okay. Can never seem to win with the sound volumes, really. But in terms of the episode, this was actually a really good episode. I felt that it had a lot of potential, and judging from my analytics from last week, nobody seemed to really care about Super 87, despite the fact that it had Android 17 in it, and they were fighting aliens. I think reminded people too much about GT. Oh dear. That was not fun. But a lot of people have watched it, because one thing I will tell you now, the amount of views I've had for episode, like, 88, for this review, has actually gone past 87s. That's just, like, crazy. But yeah, we got, like, 761 people here watching, and it's just like, wow. Yeah, I'm getting messages from my girlfriend, and, you know, she's just saying, oh, now it's too quiet. No, it hasn't gone too quiet. You gotta be kidding me. This is, like, trolling, really, anyway. Yeah. Guys, if you're having an issue with your volume, you gotta turn it up on your end, because I've maxed it out, pretty much, because I can see throughout the entire thing, yeah, okay, it's good. Is it now... Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Rasputin. Rasputin, you silly thing. Oh, no, you're not silly. You're alright, really. But, yeah. Episode 88 was very good. And I felt that it had a lot more going for it. There was a lot more to talk about, and there was just so much goodness in it. I really enjoyed it. What do you guys think? I just want to kind of see what you guys' opinion about. Cubit J thinks, oi, Masai, do you think that Toei will dump Gohan again? I feel like this time around, since there are more writers to deal with Gohan, I feel like they might actually do a better job. They might be able to maintain it. But as I've been trying to tell people for all this time, you know, there's just so much opportunity now. Now we know how the ultimate form works. That you know, it was the power was inside Gohan all along. He just didn't know how to find it. But anyway, we have our first super chat of the night, and this comes from Rudy Visser. And by the way, to those people who think that my girlfriend doesn't exist, if you follow me on Twitter, I was up in Cambridge at her graduation. And there's a picture. So, yes. It is not me being a total catfish. Don't worry. So Rudy Visser says, do you think we get a mystic god Gohan? Feels a bit as a build-up to it. Okay, Rudy, so you feel like that this is going to be the first step to Gohan not only, you know, getting the opportunity to get Super Saiyan Blue or something like that, but honestly, I feel like the mystic transformation is just, I think that's just it. The whole point of the ultimate form is to not need to transform. Your base power is all you need. And Kian Hartley, what am I drinking? I'm drinking mango squash. Just very diluted. That's pretty much what it is. But I really feel like that this Ultimate Gohan is going to be the Ultimate Gohan. Like, as Piccolo said, there's just so much just to think about what was going to happen. I don't know. It just feels... I just feel it was really good. That this could be Gohan's peak. And this is how it should have been done. But yeah. Heroic Idiot, thank you very much, sir. Is it weird that Gohan's bang goes down when he went Ultimate, or is it a callback to the Boo arc? I think it's a little bit of both, actually. The bang going down, I feel like... I don't know. I think it's got something to do with... what's the word? It's got something... It is a callback, first and foremost. Because Toei's all about them nostalgia points. So, God. That was probably something to do with that. As well as probably designating, because even though we might not necessarily see Gohan's hair when it's black, you do see that he has more hair, so it just probably just did spike down. So it might be something to do with that, but I don't know how hair physics works in Dragon Ball. I don't know, live in the Dragon Ball universe. I wish I did. That would be a lot more fun. If I was just an uber character and I never died. But yeah, so Shinaro, thanks very much for yours donation, sir. My first comment is really, I'm wondering how you didn't notice that the dinosaur at the end of 88 was the same Gohan. Yes, I know. I know. I do know what you mean. The dinosaur is very similar, and I did notice it, and I should have made a note about that. You are absolutely right. That is definitely a callback, because why do a flashback of that era in the first place if you're not going to have the dinosaur that terrorized Gohan as a kid? It might not necessarily been the same one. It could have been a relative. It could have been another type, because I imagine that there's more than one dinosaur in that area. So it's probably the same type. Same type of dinosaur. And, of course, marketing! It's always got something to do with that. But yeah, next up, Ryan West. Ah, hey, Masako. It was nice finally meeting you in Phoenix. Oh, cool. Thanks, dude. This is Mr. West 16, if you remember who that is. Of course I do. But according to a video done by Anime Leave Reactions, the oob ending will be addressed. Thoughts? Ah, yes, the oob ending. I feel like it will... I think it will be addressed in some shape or form. Because otherwise, it's just going to be... I feel like they're building up to it. Unless They just know that people have watched Z. Well, this is just tying everything. This is just foreshadowing to something we already know. So I think it's just probably going to be something like that. It's just going to be one of those things that will just end up to nothing. Because at the end of Z, that was meant to be Oob's big reveal. But if you don't have that, then, well, what have you got? It's one of those things, really. So I think in terms of Oob, I think we're not going to see. We're going to hear about Oob quite a lot. But other than that, I'm afraid not. Jehamo 2, thank you by the way. Do you think Gohan could come close to Goku's strength? Not necessarily surpass, but be at least come close. I feel like he would come close. I don't think he would surpass Goku. I feel like he could then actually get back to where he was. As in, he would be competitive against Vegeta and Goku. He'd be able to hold his own. But realistically, I don't think you're going to get anyone stronger than Goku. Because that's just the way it's just going to go. That's just my own humble opinion. But yeah. He'll definitely return to prominence. I'm pretty sure of that. Zach Rosenfield, thank you very much, sir. Hey, Masako, I've theorized that Trunks' Super Saiyan Rage may be the half-breed SSJ Blue. Do you think that the power beyond may be something similar? I think so, because I think Super Saiyan Rage is something that only half Saiyans get. I think it's got something to do with that. So I think Gohan might get a Super Saiyan Rage-like transformation. That's why I think this is going to lead up to. But yeah, I think there's some truth in that. Thank you. Mitsurugi666, thank you very much, sir. Do you think Gohan is as strong as in the Buu arc, or do you think he's just strong enough to retain the ultimate transformation? Well, it wasn't about him retaining the transformation. It was all about him remembering how to tap into it. Because it's something you tap into. And it was unlocked by the Supreme, the Elder Kai. But Piccolo helped him go like, don't forget how you did it, remember? Anyway, and now Gohan just go, oh yeah, I forgot how to do it. And now he's able to do it. It's just being able to get back into what he forgot. That's why he could only go Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan was quite instinctive, whereas other than that, it's just the way it goes. Thank you very much, sir. Viri Logan, thank you very much. Who do you think is going to be defeated first between the Z Warriors in the tournament? Who do you think is going to be defeated first? I really want it to be funny if it was Goku, but I know it won't be Goku because all the press articles have said Goku's going to be in it right until the end. And that's a bit of a shame, if I'm honest. Oh well. It's just it's unfortunate, but oh well. What can you do? It's just one of those things. I want it to be Goku, but realistically, I feel like it's gonna be. It's a really good point, actually. I feel like it might be Buu. I think Buu. After all this, Buu is just gonna be so pumped up to do everything, and then he's just gonna fall flat. I don't want it to be. This is the thing. All these 10 people, I want to stay in the events. Yeah, I want it to be them to be in there throughout the entire time, and that just to be just there, There's just so many cool characters in this, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'm just so pumped. It's so good. It's going to be such a good arc. And wow, 980,000. We broke 1,000. Hey, 1,000 people. Yeah. Okay, for those of you who are joining me, welcome. I am MasakoX of Team 4-Star. We are currently in the middle of a Super 88 debrief, so we are talking about episode 88. We are talking about our thoughts about it, what I think, what you guys think, any questions you have for me. If you want to make sure that your question is guaranteed to be answered, then you can just tip at bit.ly/partypatrol, or you can leave a super chat. That's the way that you can definitely guarantee. But there might be a lull in the conversation, so you never know. You might get it without even having to do that. But yeah, if you want to make sure that I do, then super chat or that. Anyway, back to the readings. Sebastian Blackhurst, thank you very much, sir. Do you feel any of the non-Z Saiyan Z fighters will be able to contest with characters that have God Ki? If so, who? I'd like Piccolo. I think Piccolo would. 17. I'd say 17, definitely. I almost kind of want to give Krillin a go because I think Krillin would have a really good shot. Because it's all very well and good that you're strong enough, but you know, if you're a Super Saiyan Blue and you're dumb, kind of like Goku, then you could be outsmarted. If you saw throughout the entire prep work so far for the Tournament of Power, Goku's been outsmarted pretty quickly by people who he already knows. So if he just goes into this without taking it seriously, then who knows what could happen? He could be out quite early on. I mean, he won't be, but he's just cocky. But yeah, I just feel it's stupid. But Zeki Mariati, thank you very much, sir. In callback fashion, what about Gohan going one form beyond Blue before anyone else, like in the Cell arc? So you think he might go Super Saiyan Blue too? If that is indeed a thing. Oh god, imagine that. Imagine that. If it was like an Unmei no Hi moment, and Gohan, say, was Super Saiyan Blue, then something bad happened, and then he went Super Saiyan Blue as in, like, you know, a la, you know, Unmei no Hi in the Cell games. That might be pretty cool. That'd be another flashback, and a callback, and anything that ends with back. Gohan got back. Yeah. That's a good question. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeedy. Okay, so let's get back to what did I miss? Arashi Namikaze, thank you very much, sir. Do you think Gohan and Piccolo will use the Room of Spirit in time? I feel like, I mean, they could, but there'll be a lot of people wanting to use it too. And also, at the time, at the end of the episode 88, there's only 9.5 hours left until the Tournament of Power. So they gotta get they've either gotta go get some sleep, or they gotta get in the time chamber. And even then, they'll only have like I don't know, maybe 5 months. You can do a lot in 5 months. I mean, come on, Frieza was able to go golden in 4. So you never know what is possible. Abdullah Khan, thank you very much. I know this is early, but who would you want to voice Cauliflower in the funny super dub? Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good question. I know a few people, and honestly, I would love it if it was Amber Lee Connors. You know, Shooter the girl who voices 18. I would love it if it was Amber. That would be fantastic. That would be so cool. If not, could be I don't know. I'd want to give it to somebody who's, like, you know, known for doing something different, but who could pull off that kind of deep voice. Well, it wouldn't even be a deep voice. I feel like it would just be like kind of a, you know, a quite light-hearted, airy-fairy voice, which is very unusual. But yeah, I think it'd be Amber, or Afia Yu, or Ayu Sakata. So I think that might be pretty funny. It's quite subversive. Yeah. But yeah, thank you very much, sir. Okay. Cyanide Sprite. Thank you very much. I would love more powerful female Saiyans. It would be disappointing to have just a token female Saiyan. Do you think Cauliflower was redesigned from the earlier reveal, or could be more? I don't know, actually. At first I thought this was just a redesign from Toei, because Toei likes to redesign things. But now that I think about it, a lot of people have actually said that it could be just another Saiyan, because Champa did say, "Get me more Saiyans, damn it!" So there might be more. This could be a complete bait and switch. So people have left comments and said that it might not it might not be one of those people, you know. Relax. So I'm just thinking, okay, all right, might not be. Who knows? Or dares to dream. But there are female Saiyans who kick ass, and that is fantastic in my book. So yeah, good question. Real Stratbacker, thank you very much, sir. What do you think the title of episode 90, Over the Coming Limits, Goku and Gohan, means? I feel that Gohan will actually figure for something, and that he will be actually doing stuff, and that he will be able to hold his own. I think that's the overarching message of the entire thing. That it's gonna be Goku and Gohan finally having a match, and Goku taking it seriously. I think that's pretty much what it's gonna be. But yeah, thank you very much. Okay, Jamo 2, if you could meet Toriyama, what would you say, ask? Ooh, that's a good question. If I could meet Toriyama, I would probably say, It is an honor to meet you, and I am sorry. And I hope you like muffins. No, I wouldn't really want to say that. I probably would just say, it's a real pleasure of meeting you, sir. I'll probably just keep it professional. But yeah, so... Andreas SSG, welcome back, sir, and thank you. What do you think about more side characters becoming more powerful? I like it. I feel like Super's been really doing the side characters really, giving them really good stories. You know, I feel like they've got more things to do. And having two-parters, they have excelled at two-parters, and I'm really thrilled. I'm just so thrilled about it. You know, it's just fantastic. So, I feel that that'd just be really good. But yeah, thank you very much, Andreas. Oh wow, they're starting to come in. Rudy Visser, with the multi-future, with the multi-future, would GT be still possible with canon? I feel that a lot of stuff about GT is starting to be unraveled, and ultimately, I think people have now concluded in Shueisha and Toei that GT is an alternate telling. Like, it's a what if. Like, what if, you know, there were Black Star balls and Pilaf turned Goku into a kid? How would this happen? This would happen. So it's now just, it's complete reimagining, I think. So I think that's what the case is. Zach Rosenfeld. I've also noticed that Hit has not been in any promotional material for this arc. Do you think there is a reason for this? Do you think there is the possibility that Hit isn't even in this arc at all? I think he is. I think it would be very, I think it'd be very foolish if Hit wasn't in it, because Hit's proven to be a very, very popular character. He is actually in the opening. So if you look at where Kaba and a couple Vegeta are in, Hit's pretty much front and to the right. So he is in there. So it'd be very unusual if he was just not there. I mean, the only person I think that might not be there is Botamo. And that's the only reason, because I don't think anybody liked Botamo. Even though I think Botamo's power was actually really cool. The fact that you could punch him, he wouldn't hit it, and some other dimension is just going to get the full force. That's really clever. Anyway, Heroic Idiot again. Thank you, man. Do you think Collie's appearance in the OP is just a facade to hide a true personality in the tournament? I don't know. And somebody actually made a comment on Twitter, and it's actually a really good point, that this whole persona of Collie is just an act. She's a punk, but yeah, she's not. And the one that we're familiar with from all the promotional stuff is her true persona. Like, she's timid and demure by nature, but she just puts this on as a facade to look cool. I mean, it could be. We don't know. I would much like to say that if this wasn't the female Broly, Cauliflower, if this wasn't her now, considering we are 3 months in to this arc, 3 months, and we've not even heard a trace of this female Broly, this would just be so obviously just a ploy on Toei's part. It has to turn up now. It just has to. So I think it is. Yeah, don't worry, Lenny. I'm getting on to you now. You have been excellent, sir. So I'm now on to you, and I'm going to take my time with this one. Hey, Masako, so I have a question for you. Do you know what the Super Saiyan Blue water tank formula theory is? If so, what do you think of it? I actually don't know about this theory, but my best guess, judging on this water tank, I feel like it's got something to do with the manga, I think, and it's because of the way Vegeta kind of, you know, takes a sip, and then goes back to God form, takes a sip, and all that kind of stuff. But I honestly don't understand. I don't know, so I don't really know much about it. I do want to actually research that, and I know Geekdom. If you guys follow Geekdom 101, he does an excellent video on the subject, and I am going to check that out right at the end of doing the stream. So yeah, my apologies, Lenny. There was just a lot of things to come out. There was just a lot of things to get through. There was just suddenly go like, yeah, there was a lot of super chats, and I had to catch up. So don't worry, Lenny. You have been answered, and thank you so much, because you guys are really awesome, and this is really helping me out, considering this is just the whole YouTube apocalypse thing. Yeah, it has affected me in some way, and thanks to you guys' help, I can do this as a job, and I can actually provide you some cool content. Yeah, and that's great. I like making these videos for you guys. Yeah, tomorrow's video, actually, you know what? Since you guys are here, tomorrow's video is going to be about Dragon Ball Sai. Now, a lot of people have been really wanting me to make this video, so I am more than happy to oblige. So that's what I shall be making. That's what shall be the topic. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. Oh my god, how much is it? Whoa! Oh my god, that's amazing. I think that's a record for the channel. This is a record. It's just climbing. Wow. I mean, just thank you all for tuning in, guys. I mean, this is just fantastic. Yeah, so if you guys actually want to check out the Dragon Ball, water tank theory, check out my bro's Geekdom's video on the subject. So that's my honest opinion. I'm not gonna, give you any bull here. If I don't know what it is, I'm gonna tell you I don't know what it is. Yeah, don't worry, Viri. Layman's just doing his job, and it's and Andreas there. Cool. Oh, okay, Chris Cat. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, there was just a lot of chats here, and usually on Streamlabs, I use Streamlabs as my base here. Usually it comes up with the list of who's given stuff and whatnot. It's just not. It's playing silly buggers with me right now, so I can't actually see who is actually rated or not. So my apologies if I've missed something. Zerima, I do have a Discord. Discord.gg/MasakoX. So simple as that. It's a partnership, and unfortunately, it was, we've managed to get it working. Okay, let's just get back into Streamlabs. Okay, get that in there. Okay, yeah, it's not gonna want to know right now. Okay, right. So again, if you want to have questions, make sure that your guarantees, then bit.ly or super chat. And I'll have to be keeping an eye on the super chat. I can get PayPal things on here, definitely. So one has come from Arashi Namikaze. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Here's another one. Do you think fusion could play a part in this arc? For any character, it is a technique after all. That is very true. There could be a technique, but at the moment, no one really knows the technique apart from Goku and Vegeta. As far as we know. Metamorphs might exist in other universes. I mean, since Saiyan's work in Universe 6, then, who knows? But, yeah. So I feel like no, don't worry, Just DBZ Universe. I did. I made to make sure I did answer the $30 question. Absolutely. Of course I'm going to answer it. So, okay, BrogZ100. Thank you very much, sir. What do you feel Gohan's path be for this foreseeable future? Also, what do you think of Piccolo accessing God Key? It makes sense with his merging with God. Also, if Oob appears in Super, what would you like to see? That's some good questions, actually. Gohan's path for the foreseeable future. I feel like he will actually be able to use his ultimate form to its full potential. So, I feel like he's gonna, actually reach his peak. As he should have done in the Buu Saga. Like, he's gonna take the job seriously. That's what I think he'll do. And this is pretty much, I think, the arc for him in Super. This is pretty much, he's now reaching his peak. Piccolo accessing God Key. That's a very good question, actually. Yeah, he does have access to a god, the Guardian of Earth, Kami. So he could be able to access it. Who knows? That might be part of Piccolo's development in this entire Super. And Oob appears in Super. What would you like to see? Honestly, I don't want to see Oob in Super. I kind of just like the way he was introduced at the end of Z. I like him being talked about. But other than that, I feel like introducing him early would just be quite clearly a ploy in marketing, and it's just not genuine, and it kind of just spoils it in Z. Yeah, just kind of like that. If you were watching Super and then went to Z and you'd never seen Z before, you'd be hearing, "Oh, I heard about this guy in Super. Oh, is this the guy? Oh, yeah, he kind of looks like Kid Buu. Wow. So, it'd be one of those things. That would be a big reveal. Anyway, Callum Bailey. Thank you very much, sir. What techniques and moves, the one that got used in DBZ, not been used in a long time, would you like to see return in the tournament? Ooh. I would love to see a Masenko. Again. I'd love to see that. I don't think we've seen a Big Bang attack in a while. But the one thing we did not see with Trunks, or at least I don't remember seeing, we never saw his burning attack. You know, the one that he does that. Yeah, that's one of Trunks' trademark moves, the burning attack. And we didn't see it. That was a bit of a shame. Not gonna lie, that was a bit of a crying shame, I say. A couple of people have just pointed out I didn't say marketing, so anyway. Marketing! And Chris Cat 4. My question was basically, since it was stated Goku and Vegeta together could beat Beerus, yet they failed against Black, does that mean Black was stronger than Beerus? Yeah, sorry about that, Chris Cat, but I'll answer it now. So, the Goku and Vegeta together could beat Beerus, yet they failed against Black. Well, I feel like Black was something different. I feel like, cause especially since Zamasu was from Universe 10, and they weren't aware of Black and Zamasu at the time, Beerus was still stronger than Zamasu, and I feel that ultimately Beerus could have beaten merged Zamasu, but you know, the dude's not going to get involved with anything to do with time travel. He specifically said he would never get involved with it, and even though he really should have helped, he really should have. But then again, we wouldn't have had a story, so what are you going to do with that? I feel that Goku Black was, I feel like it had the similar thing to Captain Ginyu. As in, there's this guy who's in... This guy who's in Goku's body does not know how to tap into all of the avenues of energy inside that body. And eventually, once you get used to it, then you can. So, yeah, Black couldn't access Super Saiyan for a long time because he didn't know how. In the manga, he was finally able to do so, but in the anime, he jumped straight to Rose 8. That's just the long and the short of it, really. But eventually, he had the time to be able to develop it, and thanks to Zenkai Boost and all that kind of stuff, that's just how it developed. Whereas Captain Ginyu, he barely had any time, because he then had a Vegeta going like, "Oh really? You're weaker than me, so I'm just going to wail on you out of spite, because you look like Kakarot, and it'll take out all of my frustration." So yeah, Ginyu didn't have the chance. I think if Ginyu was left alone to be able to access Goku's power, who knows what might have happened. Anyway, Frunk. Thank you very much, sir. Do you think Gohan will gain power beyond his mystic form? Perhaps the overcoming of the Saiyan wall implies this. I feel like the mystic form might be made more efficient, as in it gets stronger all the time. I think that's the basis of the ultimate form, as in it's your base form. It's your highest potential at your base form all the time. So you don't power down. And in theory, I think Gohan slipped out of it. But I think all the time you would still be in it perpetually if you actually kept it up. But I feel like Gohan getting more power, I don't think that will happen. I just feel that his ultimate form will get stronger, and he will actually be able to keep his judgment focused. So I think how it'll work. I am Ninja. Thank you very much, sir. Sup, Masako? After months of promising you a special case, we finally designed the best unique PC case for you. But I have not stopped there. Ah! Excellent. So, I am Ninja. This is a guy I'm working with on a special Dragon Ball related project, and I will be showcasing it to you guys in the next few months. So, it's going to be a computer related thing, and it's going to be something to do with Dragon Ball. So if you're very interested about that, keep an eye on the channel before the end of the year. But yeah, thank you very much, man. I'm looking forward to seeing some of that project. Evil Platypus. Crap, I was here for like 45 plus minutes before this started. Wanted to make new food, and now I'm over 30 minutes late. Why? Hello, Mr. Masako. Oh, don't worry, dude. You're not late. You know, I think we're going to go for at least another 25 minutes. So don't worry. You're fine. You're fine. Absolutely golden, mate. Don't you worry about a thing, mate. You are absolutely fine. Ugh, I just wish that I just wish my dashboard was working properly. Ugh. This is a bit of an annoying little thing, but good to see you, man. Okay, let's log out. Do that again. Usually I have a little list that tells me if I've missed anyone, and it's not playing ball with me right now. But wow, we're about 1,100 people. That is really cool. So thank you all for tuning in. This is really great. So don't worry. Since I now know that people like this format, I'm going to stick to it. So, you know, permitting, if I'm around or if I have all the things to like that, then I'll do more of these. Steven Muserino? I think that's how you say it. Ryan Prindle, are there going to be more Dragon Ball covers? I'd like to think so. I'd like to do some more of them. In fact, I worked with my pal Megami33 on doing some backing vocals for her cover of Boogie Back. So if you just search Megami33 on YouTube, then you can basically just check that out. It's actually really good. I feel it's better than the original. Okay. Lord Vice, thank you very much, sir. Given Super has done a bunch of god-awful retcons in it so far, what do you think the odds are that they will retcon 18 and 17 and have them getting tired or winded, especially with the revelation that 17 is on par with Super Saiyan Blue? Oh. Oof. Okay, so you're saying that there might be more retcons. I do feel that you got a point there. I feel like that Super's done a lot of things to have changed things differently, and I think power scaling has gone completely out the window, because you get Krillin being able to kind of hold his own against Super Saiyan Blue, and then you get 17, who is toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan Blue. But then again, you kind of just think, well, 17 may have been training on his own the entire time. He just because the guy's not on screen doesn't mean he's not been doing things. So I think that I think there's a lot more to it. But I wouldn't be surprised if there is some kind of plot development involving 18 and 17. So I think that's pretty much how it will go. But yeah, I think that's how we're gonna go. But let's get back to VZ17. Do you think one of Android 17's adopted child is Oob? I think that the way Toei did it, and the fact that you never saw the phone, implies that they are going to do something with that later. But I don't think it's Oob. I really don't think so. And I know that 17 adopted 2 children. You think one of them might be Oob, but I really don't think so. I don't think that's the case. I think Oob is just Oob, and he lives with his family out in the sticks. That's pretty much how it is. So I think that's obviously going to be like that. I don't think there's enough proof. Let's see. Mads Gustafsson, do you prefer Kai or normal Z? I prefer Z. And Fubble Squad, no, don't worry. I will answer Fubble Squad actually. But Kai or normal Z, I actually like Kai. I think Kai's pretty good. I think Kai's really good if you want to like catch up with it. But I think you should watch Kai first if you're new to Dragon Ball. And if you want to, go back and watch Z so you get the authentic experience. And in terms of answering things that people donate, no, that's not the case. That's only because if there is, if it's one of those things where, and Andre gets in there with the banhammer. But the whole fact of the matter is it's just if people want to have their question guaranteed to be answered. But if there's a lull in it, then, I'll answer everybody's. Yeah, I'll answer everybody's that I see. So don't worry about that. But yeah, it's just a guarantor. That's all. But let's see. No11196 says, "Hey Masako, do you think that all the universes will just go after Goku first?" Oh, you bet. I bet Goku is going to be the target, because everyone will have instructed to go for that guy with the weird black hair and wears orange and blue. That is definitely... They are going to be gunning for Universe 7. I mean, all the other universes want to attack it out of spite and anger and frustration. So I think that's how it's just going to go. Nomadic Chaos. So Masako, do you think that after this arc that a wish will be made to strip Goku of his God Ki? I don't think that he will lose his God Ki, but what I think, and I think my bud Quaman and Rhymestyle we talked about this in one of our conversations, is that there could be a guy out there who can negate God Ki, as in neutralize it. Like, you won't be able to use it. Now, that could be an interesting power. That could be really good. That could be really cool. Let's see. Oh, Evil Platypus, thank you very much, sir. Since Super Saiyan Blue is about perfect ki control, I believe that Goku's just retraining his ki down to less than 1%, which explains why so many are countering it. Oh, okay, so you think that basically he's, in terms of increasing stamina for Super Saiyan Blue, he puts out his ki control less, so he's able to maintain it for longer. Okay, that's interesting. That's actually a really good point. So it could be like he's reducing the power output just to increase the stamina. I mean, we don't really know that for sure. Odds are we might see about this in the manga. So, good point though. Veering again, hey there. Which colour do you think is going to appear after Super Saiyan Blue? Purple? Green? Do I dare say rainbow? I want to see rainbow. That'd be magical. That'd be so, so magical. Goku riding atop a Super Saiyan Rainbow Unicorn. That'd be special. Yeah, he just powers up and he sprouts a unicorn that he then rides into battle. That'd be really awesome. I'd love to see fan art of that. I mean, the first person to send fan art of that to me on Twitter, is that up there? I'm gonna retweet and shout out, and I will just say that you are the greatest thing since blueberry muffins. Let's see. Ruben Campos. What if Goku's new transformation is a plain Super Saiyan 4 in the tournament? I don't think that's going to happen, really. As far as we're concerned, there is not going to be another Super Saiyan 4. I mean, that's not a thing. You have to go Golden Ozaru first, and that's not really been, alluded to yet. I mean, I'm not sure what this new form is going to be, even if it is one. We don't know yet. So I think, time will tell. Time will tell. Squiz Girls the War Clown. Masako, never give up the beard. Yeah, this is 3 days. I can go like 6 days without a shave. Then I feel like I desperately need to. I mean, my girlfriend will not like me saying that. Oh well. Sarah Futio, thank you very much, ma'am. So, do you think there's a chance there are Supreme Kais of Time for the other universes, barring Xenoverse lore being thought of as non-canon? I think there's only one Supreme Kai of Time, and somebody brought up the question about whether there's actually a thing. Oh, what's the word? Yes, Supreme Kai of Time. I believe there might also be a Supreme Kai of Nature, to go with Mother Nature and Father Time. So it's that old mythos. So there's a Supreme Kai of Nature. But maybe that might be the Supreme Kai of Creation, which is what, Shin is. That might be interesting. I quite like to see that. Jooms, the most important question here, how are you doing, Masako? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. I like talking to you guys. As well as, coming towards the end of the basic house hunting. That's been a minefield. Yeah, I think we've actually managed to find something. And, we will be talking about the developments as it happens. So don't worry, you guys will be kept in the loop. I can assure that. I guarantee. Ice Guy 93, thank you so much, sir. Hey, Masako. Excuse me. Do you think that Ultimate Gohan is a Super Saiyan transformation? Old Kai telling Gohan to go Super Saiyan and Gohan going from Super Saiyan 2 to Ultimate in Super points to it being true. I think Budokai 2 and 3. Oh, okay, so you think this is like Gohan's equivalent of Super Saiyan 3, as in he goes from 2 to this? I feel like the way I see it, and the way I would portray it, is that it's Gohan remembering his transformation, like how to get into the ultimate form, because Super Saiyan is relatively easy because that just comes naturally because it's instinctive, whereas the ultimate form is acquired. It's not something necessarily it's instinctive or nurtured. So I think it's something to do with him basically remembering. So anyway, we should go like his body is just reacquainting himself with it. So I think that's what it is. Everett Tayman, thank you very much, sir. Do you think the winners will wish the rest back? I feel like it would be pretty much people would be duty bound if the universes were destroyed to make sure everything goes back to the way they were. But you never know who could, you know, the guy who could win, be the best fighter and win the Super Dragon Balls wish could be a total jerk. Might just wish for greed and power for himself. You never know. Callum Bailey, thank you very much. Do you think Bulla will become a fighter? With Pan being older, she might be more of an influence. Or will she always be Vegeta's princess? I don't know. I feel like Bra would do more. And I think the fact that Toei's now observed feedback on Bra for like 20 years, and that they wanted to do stuff, so I think they'll make her do stuff. They'll retcon that in a way. But I think Vegeta will be a lot nicer to Bra than he was to Trunks. Just because, you know, princess and all that. Weird enough for you. Thank you very much, sir. Do you think we'll see Vegeta hit a new level during a tournament, and that it may have something to do with Bra? She was born so close to the possible end of the universe, it's almost intentional. I don't know, actually. I feel like Vegeta... I feel like Vegeta will be more focused, and Vegeta will be more determined, and more rounded as a character. So it might improve his focus and ability. You never know. So he's got more of a reason to fight, and therefore more of a drive. It's not just about beating Kakarot now. It's about protecting his family. So he's got a lot more balance in that regard, and that might actually yield better results. So I think that's what the case is. E-Train Express, thank you very much. I'll send my super chat again. It got swallowed by your computer. Do you think that Boo will play more of a healer role in the upcoming tournament? Oh, sorry about that, man. Oh yeah, I think Boo could heal. I think, yeah. I think that everyone's in there for a strategic reason. So I think that Boo will be of good use. And I think, yeah, he will do a lot more for the team. Hopefully he'll actually take it seriously and not get knocked out in the first. But yeah. Rudy Visser, thank you very much. How do you think will Master Roshi hold himself in the tournament against the other players on the field that are way stronger than him? I think that people will underestimate him, and that people will think that Roshi is completely useless, and they will probably not go for him. And then he'll basically use the Mafuba, and then to push people out of the ring. I mean, that's what Rhymestyle and Quaman and we've been talking about this for the longest time. And I feel that he will pretty much hoodwink people into submission. So everyone here has a good use and has a good use for the team. It's not just all about, you know, they have to be strong or else they're going to suck. That's not the case. It just isn't. So, but good question though. Good question. Alrighty. Isaac Garza, can Gohan increase his power with Kaioken? Well, I mean, he could, but Kaioken, unless you have Super Saiyan Blue, doesn't really matter much anymore. So, I just feel that that's an attack only Goku will have. That's just the, you know, thing I can think, really, if I'm honest. SRG Darkness, do you want to see Grand Kai again? Oh, dude, Grand Kai is so cool. He was so much fun. I mean, even though he was an anime-only character, I think it'd be fun to see. It would be really fun to see. And I want to see Pycon, I really do. I want to see whether Pycon came back to life or not. Or whether he's just still in the other world. That might be cool. DW7th Doctor, thank you very much, sir. Are the Saiyans of Universe 6 a different species than Universe 7? 6 don't have tails and they aren't as aggressive. I feel like they are different. They evolved in a different way, which wasn't as aggressive, and they stayed on planet Sadal. They didn't, like, move to a different planet. So I think they did evolve into something a bit more refined, something a bit more focused. But yeah, I mean, Renzo proved that you still get the tough Butch Saiyan and all that. So they're not all just skinny. They all come in shapes and sizes. Whereas the Saiyans that we're familiar with from Universe 7 were all pretty much big, tough, muscly dumbbells. That's pretty much what it was. Wildman, thank you very much for your donation, by the way. Anthony Krugliak, thank you very much, sir. I think either all the universes combine into one, rebuilding the Compass Kai system with Shin as Grand Kai, or Sharper wishes to merge Universe 6 and 7. I think both those series could happen. If Sharper and Universe 6 did win, I think they would wish for... I think it would wish for things to be removed. And don't worry, the $100, that was like a 100 Danish kroner. And that did get answered. Wish to merge Universe 6 and 7. I think that both of those cases could happen. I think so. One big universe, I think, just to kind of bring all the universes into a round complete circle. But I honestly don't think that Shin would be made the Supreme Grand Kai, because he's not a good one. He's not good. So I think that'd be the case. Sarah, thanks very much again. What do you think of each of the names and personalities of the rest of the angels that they were released? I can't quite remember them off the top of my head, but I love Margarita, as in the Universe 11 angel. I think that's a great name. And I just love all the names. Let me actually see. Angels, Dragon Ball, Super Angel names. Just to quickly make sure that I know. Here we go. Awamo, Sawa, Kampa. Oh, are these the pun names? Oh no, they're the actual names. There's one called Campari. Oh, that's so cool. That's Universe 3's one. Cognac, Cocktail, Corn, Mojito, Kus, Martini. That's so cool. I didn't know about the Campari one. That's great. Uncle Bear 83, thank you very much. Do you think Gohan's combi with Piccolo will involve Ginyu Saiyaman antics, and will Toppo's team see it as something to admire about Universe 7? I think one of the big theories about Piccolo and Gohan's attack will be the fact that it's going to be a fused Masenko. So I think it's got something to do with that. It's going to be a Masenko-related attack. And if that's the case, that is going to be so cool. It's going to be something to relate it that it's an attack that they both know. Or it's like a physical move. I can't wait to see it. James Harrington. Thank you very much, sir. Hey, Masako, I want to say I love TFS and you're the best Dragon Ball YouTuber. I even got the Goku shirt. Oh, cool. Thanks, dude. That's really great. This has been really good. I'm actually working on a new shirt design based on Sasha Fierce, Beyonce's thing with Bulma. So it's Bulma Fierce. So for those of you who've been paying attention during my super reviews, I refer to Bulma sometimes as Bulma Fierce when she's taking on Beerus. So it's going to be a pun on that. So that'll be pretty cool. Getting my boy Malik to do the artwork for that one. So be sure to check that out on Teespring one of these days. But your question is, in your opinion, how will DB Super end? I feel that DB Super will end either two ways. It'll either end when Beerus is confronted about the fact that he was the one that gave the order to blow up Planet Vegeta, and he has to fight Goku and Vegeta one-on-one, and the Saiyans win. Or they go forward. They do a time skip, they reanimate the end of Z, so they redo it, and then they move on. So I think that's the way it'll work. Supplement Bakanki, thank you very much, sir. And Jooms, thank you too. I think Zeno will get so excited by the tournament, he will bring back the original 18 universes for an even bigger batch, and what universes will team up. That could happen. Zeno's been proved to be very unpredictable. So he could do anything. He could just end up saying like, oh, you know what, you guys have been fun, I'm not going to blow you guys up. In fact, I'm going to bring up back the other people. That might be really cool. Yay! If that happened, that would be just such a... both a relief and a massive annoyance. I'm not gonna lie. That would just be so frustrating. But oh well. Okay. But yeah, good question, James. Thank you. Anonymous. What do you think of the Pride Troopers? Oh, man. The Pride Troopers? The Pride Troopers are amazing. They are absolutely fantastic. I adore them greatly and completely. They are just like Super Sentai and Power Rangers. It's just not even funny. It's fantastic. I just love it. But yeah. Thank you so much, though, for that question. I love talking about Pride Troopers. They're so cool. Toppo is the best leader. Fozzie Wolf. Thank you very much. Hey Masako, do you think the Universe 6 Saiyans still have the Zenkai boost, or do they not evolve it like they no longer have tails? They might have the Zenkai boost. I feel like the Zenkai boost is something a bit more innate. I mean, I feel like, you know, if they lost tails and all stuff like that, I think they still retain some things, because otherwise they really wouldn't be Saiyans. They'd just be people that look like Saiyans. I mean, granted, they could access the power of a Super Saiyan, but if they didn't have anything else, then, you know, they wouldn't be remotely good as warriors. Yeah, they're meant to fight. They're meant to fight, and if they can survive an attack, then they are rewarded with a Zenkai boost. So I feel like that's still there. But we don't know. Evil Platypus. Final donation, which is very much appreciated. Know what I'd like to see? Some of the characters having their dormant power unlocked by Elder Kai as a shout-out to Boo Saga. That could be good. That could be an interesting point. So, but would Elder Kai... I don't think they actually have time to do that, though. Because I remember the ritual to unlock Gohan's power took like hours and hours and hours and hours, like almost a day. Just him going round and round and round. They've only got 9 hours to prepare now. I don't think they really have time to do anything else. They just got to straight up train. So I think, unfortunately, I think that's just going to be the case, unfortunately. But I know. I'm excited just to see what happens, though. I mean, if we see Elder Kai doing more than just like getting scared, then I'll be happy, if I'm honest. So, yeah. Okay, so let's just check the time. Okay. Lord Vice. Good timing. I was just about to close up shop. Okay, so for sorry for 2 messages. Oh, don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine, dude. But what do you think about Goku wishing back all destroyed universes if he wins, thus restoring some evil versions? I think that could easily happen. I think that is definitely something that could happen. Goku is probably one of those guys who would reluctantly wish everything back. Like, fine, I'll bring these people back. So he misinterprets an answer. So he wishes for all the universes to return, and therefore the Super Shenron then assumes that he's talking about all the universes that was destroyed. So that means all 18 universes come back, and then Zeno's like, what have you done? I destroyed those universes for a reason. And then before he can stop them, then, you know, whatever big bad has escaped. I mean, who knows? This might actually bring back Demigra. Imagine if we had Demigra in there. That might be interesting. That'd be pretty cool. But we don't really know. Anyways, people have been telling me to check Twitter. Okay, I'll check Twitter briefly. Okay. People have actually seen oh no, I don't think you can see Super Saiyan Rainbow, like Cracker Anakin. That is great. Not mine, but looked interesting. So yeah, having to retweet all these Super Saiyan Rainbows. Michael, oh that's great. It's Goku. Oh, you can't see. No, but don't worry. If you go on my Twitter at MasakoX, I am currently faving and retweeting them right now, so you will see them. And of course, Andrea goes in with Rainbow Unicorn and Rainbow Goku. That is so good. But yeah, that if you guys Super Saiyan Rainbow riding atop a rainbow-colored unicorn, you guys are great. That's fantastic. Oh, great. And to round everything off. Oh, we got one more. Have we got one more? Oh, okay. Uncle Bear 83. What would you wish for, MasakoX? Okay. I would say my ultimate wish would be I would have a book that would contain my ideal existence. I would have everything that I would ever want, ever. And I would write everything quite cleanly, detailed, no misinterpretations. I would present it to Shenron and say, I wish for this book to become reality. Make it happen. Therefore, you get multiple wishes in one go. Simple as that. It's a good wish. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Don't think I did. Oh, last one. Last question from DW the Doctor. Thank you very much. If the universe is destroyed with all the timelines in it be destroyed like Future Trunks' timeline. Oh, I feel like if all universes were destroyed, then there'd be no reality. And I feel like there would be nothing to govern. So therefore, I think there would be like a paradox. So unfortunately, I think then reality would be completely caved in on itself. I think that might be the case. Anyway, last one. Shadow King CZ. Hey Masako, what do you think about Majin Buu absorbing other universe fighters and then maybe spitting them off the edge once the time is out? That's pretty good, actually. He could have just... Buu is completely elastic. He could just absorb the entire arena and swallow them whole. And he could then, as you say, just go to the edge and just, like, go... Like, just eject them off the arena before they even know what the hell's going on. Or just turn them into chocolate. Turn them into candy. But then again, he can't kill them. That's the thing. That's the one thing you gotta say. Like, you can't... No, he couldn't do that. I'm sorry. Because otherwise, he would end up killing people, and that's a big no-no. You get disqualified for that one. So, yeah. Sorry about that. As much as I'd like to see that, I don't think that can realistically happen. But anyway, it has been an hour. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. You guys are great. I'm sorry if I didn't get around to asking you a question, but don't worry, I will be doing these more often. So tune in next week to get the chance to have your questions answered, and we can talk about episode 89. And that from what we've seen, it's going to be Master Roshi zombies and Ten Shinhan and Goku teaming up. I feel like this is going to be like a classic Dragon Ball episode, and I can't wait to see it. It's going to be great. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in, guys, and until the next one, be sure to like the video, tune in for tomorrow's discussion, and until next time, guys, catch you later, and have a good night, and have a great week.